Hi guys, this is Rickcel Encinas and I'm gonna show you my PowerPoint presentation, and it's all about global community setting. So what is global community? These are the people or nations of the world considered as being closely connected by modern telecommunications and as being economically, socially, and politically interdependent. In our country, there are many volunteer people ready to help one another, especially in times of calamity. The picture represents the unity of different sectors. How does global community work? Global communities practices community-led development. We engage with communities through participatory methods that begin with community-wide meetings and lead to elected community councils. The council then leads the decision-making and prioritization process. In other words, there's a system that is strictly followed to make it more productive and benefit all the people in need. Things that we need to know about global community. We bring together communities, government bodies, local organizations, and the private sector to design and implement our programs. We bring international technical experts and local knowledge and expertise from each community together to ensure we address needs in the most effective, integrated way possible. We are accountable to our donors and the communities we work with around the world. We build the capacity of local partners, organizations, government, and communities to be economically, socially, and environmentally self-sufficient and able to withstand crisis. In so doing, we leave behind legacy organizations that can continue our work once we are gone. These are the 4 important things that people should know to understand on how global community really works and contribute to the country itself. Community. The council and community are closely involved in contributing the project through money, labor, or materials, designing the project, appointing local contractors, and dealing with local government and the other bodies who need to be involved in the project. When completed, it is the council that signs off on the project before receiving ownership. Involvement and ownership translate to a higher likelihood of long-term sustainability. As the description says, the community consists of wonderful projects from the council, and the people involved in the community will help each other to achieve a better lifelong community. Developing the community is one of the most important settings to improve our global community. Local organizations. Global communities also engages with local organizations, faith-based, community-based, or otherwise in our project design and implementation. They bring local knowledge and expertise to our work. At the same time, we work to build their technical capacity. These local organizations are the ones who implement the projects, provided to do their jobs to build a better nation for the community. Mostly consists of wide variety of groups like LGU and volunteer groups and private sectors. Accountability. Every cent we spend is accountable to the donor, whether the government or individuals from around the world. Global communities is accountable to law, undergoes strenuous annual audits, and fulfills all legal requirements to ensure that the people we employ and our beneficiaries are those intended to benefit from our work. They ensure that all the donations that they receive will be monitored and audited by unknown groups that will make us to be transparent to the people of all the expenses of the project. Legacy. The nature of global communities work means that our vision of a better world is one where we no longer need to exist. Global communities does not embed itself in a country where there is a demand and a need. We address it out throughout the process of addressing that need. We aim to build the capacity of existing local organizations or create legacy of organizations that can do our job when we leave. To simplify, they just simply doing their job to make it better and inspire other people to work better that will lead to a successful organization. Private sector. Global Communities believes that understanding the role of the local and international private sector is essential to empowering communities around the world. Our experience is that the private and not-for-profit sectors can learn from each other and that the interests of the people we work with are best served by the two sectors doing business together with a double bottom line, matching commercial and community needs. Private sectors has a very important role in our global community because they give support to governments, projects to raise funds to continue and establish the project that will lead to betterment of the country. Leverage. Global Communities is funded by many organizations, from government bodies to overseas development agencies, major foundations, corporations, and loyal supporters of our work. We are also funded by the private sector, communities and governments in the countries where we work. Worldwide, governments, corporations, and organizations who wish to undertake development may find it difficult with limited funding, but Global Communities is able to bring investments together to maximize the positive impact of these funds and achieve more for our development. Since the funds are already established of the global communities, it is easy to consider the projects to be received. Building capacity. Building capacity means improving a country or a community's ability to meet their own needs more effectively. Effective capacity building happens when a country's local knowledge interacts with outside expertise that is not present in that country, and it works both ways. The local and outside experts learn from each other. Many communities are developed and increase their capital because many organizations and establishments build a lot of opportunities to the people to have jobs, which lead to the community to have a brighter future. Government. Completed projects often must be maintained by the local government, which needs to be involved from the early stages of design. In many of the countries where we work, especially post-conflict settings, local government and community interaction is uncommon, so global community plays an important role in providing training to both sides on how to interact constructively. When necessary, global communities engages all levels of government in a project from the beginning to ensure their support. The government must continue their monitoring and maintenance of all related projects in the community to continue the good progress of the organization. Thank you for listening to my presentation about global community setting. Well, I tried my best to elaborate every single information that I have gathered. I just hope you understand the topic I presented. Again, thank you very much everyone. Have a nice day.